The Porsche Carrera GT is not just another exotic car on a long list of performance machines. It's a legend, a masterpiece, a machine that balanced the raw thrill of analog driving with the technological might of Porsche engineering. But what if the Carrera GT we know had looked quite a bit different? What if it had been a fixed-roof coupe with even more aggressive aerodynamics, crafted not only for beauty and speed but for pure motorsport aggression? That alternative reality almost came to life, and a recently unearthed sketch from Porsche's design archives hints at the story behind the Carrera GT that almost was. A striking coupe version with a V10 heart and race-ready styling that never made it to production. And unexpectedly, it's a Hollywood Oscar winner who helped bring that hidden history into the spotlight. This forgotten sketch emerged thanks to an unlikely collaboration between Porsche and acclaimed actor Adrien Brody. Known for his roles in films like The Pianist, Brody is more than just a performer. He's a passionate artist with an eye for design. Through a unique partnership, Porsche allowed him to step inside its world, not just as a guest, but as a hands-on intern, walking the same halls as their engineers, designers, and craftsmen. It was during this immersive experience that Brody sat down with Grant Larson, Porsche's director of special projects, a man whose fingerprints are on many of the brand's most iconic designs. In their conversation, Larson pulled out a sketch that had long been tucked away, a vision of the Carrera GT like none we've seen before. The sketch dated back to 1999, a year before the public got its first taste of the Carrera GT as a roadster concept at the Paris Motor Show in 2000. And unlike the open-top rocket that would ultimately become the production GT, this design showed a car with a full fixed roof. But that was only the beginning. The body shape suggested something far more brutal and race-focused, with a pronounced roof scoop channeling air into the V10 engine sitting behind the cabin. The wheels were solid aero-discs, a nod to endurance racers built for maximum downforce and minimum drag. And at the rear, a massive diffuser dominated the lower half of the car, blending into fins that cleverly integrated the exhaust outlets, a design touch typically reserved for prototypes and track-only machines. Seeing this vision of the Carrera GT, it's impossible not to wonder how the car world might have responded if this had been the production model. Would it have changed the face of early 2000 supercars? Would it have competed head-to-head with the Ferrari Enzo and McLaren SLR not just in spirit, but in design language and philosophy? The fixed-roof GT sketched out by Porsche's team certainly looked more hardcore, more track-biased, and perhaps less road car in the conventional sense. While the eventual roadster version is a timeless beauty, this alternate design hints at a wilder animal, one with claws sharpened for the Nürburgring and Le Mans rather than coastal Sunday drives. The Carrera GT that did make it to the streets still stands as one of Porsche's most revered creations. It was a statement not just of performance, but of what made Porsche different from its peers. With a screaming 5.7-liter V10 developed from an abandoned Formula One project, a 6-speed manual transmission with a carbon ceramic clutch, and no electronic safety nets like traction control or stability assist, it was a true driver's car. It forced you to be present, to be alert, to respect the machine. The absence of a fixed roof gave it an open-air intensity, but it never softened the experience. It was Porsche's last great analog supercar, an experience that couldn't be replicated, and in today's electric-leaning world, probably never will be. And yet, the sketch shown to Brody adds a layer to the Carrera GT's mythos. It reveals that even within Porsche, a company known for its obsessive precision, there was once a vision that leaned even further into the car's motorsport DNA. The fixed-roof design and added aerodynamic aggression hint at what could have been a truly track-focused homologation special, something closer in spirit to the 911 GT1 than the Carrera GT we know. But perhaps that's what makes this story so fascinating. Porsche chose the roadster route not because they couldn't build the coupe, but because they wanted to make the GT a supercar that felt approachable, beautiful, and refined despite its power. It had to be more than a racer. It had to be a legend. As Brody wandered through the Porsche factory, helping technicians assemble new 911s and talking with workers whose passion for the brand ran deep, it became clear that this wasn't just a celebrity visit. It was a meeting of creative minds. His reflections during the visit offered a unique perspective, not just on what goes into building a Porsche, but on the philosophy behind it. Porsche has always walked the line between heritage and innovation. They don't chase trends, they redefine them. And the Carrera GT, in all its forms, real and imagined, is proof of that legacy. The employees who gave Brody a tour weren't just building cars, they were curating dreams. Many of them spoke about working at Porsche as if it were a life goal, a dream come true. That pride was evident in every workstation, every process, every weld. Porsche's DNA isn't just found in the machines, it's in the people. And it's in the decisions that shape each model, from first sketch to final production. Choosing to shelve the fixed-roof Carrera GT in favor of the now iconic Roadster wasn't just a design choice. It was a statement about what Porsche believed the car should be. Even now, 2 decades after the Carrera GT's production run ended, it continues to climb in value and reputation. Collectors fight over the best examples. Track day heroes use it as a benchmark. And for those lucky enough to drive one, it offers a connection to the road and to Porsche's past that is impossible to duplicate. The rediscovered sketch doesn't detract from that, it enhances it. It shows us the alternate paths considered, the passion poured into every idea, and the choices made to create something unforgettable. And that's the real magic of this story. It's not just about a car. It's about creativity, decisions, and what could have been. It's about a brand that constantly weighs form versus function, heritage versus evolution, aggression versus elegance. And thanks to a few pieces of forgotten paper and a curious actor with a love of design, we now have a deeper understanding of what made the Carrera GT so special, even before the world knew its name.